Our lesson today is about getting derivative of trigonometric function like sine and cosine and tan. Our first example is if y equal sine 3x plus 1 and we want to get its derivative. All of us know that derivative of y is dy over dx. Now the new thing is how to get derivative of sine. Derivative of sine is cosine. So, in order to get derivative of sine, it will be cosine. Leave the angle as it is. Don't do anything to the angle. So the angle, it will be as it is, 3x plus 1. The last part is getting derivative of angle itself. What about derivative of angle, which is 3x plus 1? What is derivative of 3x plus 1? It will be what? It will be 3. So, derivative of sine 3x plus 1 is cosine 3x plus 1. And derivative of the angle, it will be 3. Other example, if y equal sine quarter x, and we want to get its derivative, as we said, derivative of y, it will be dy over dx, and derivative of sine, it will be cosine, and leave the angle, which is quarter x, as it is. And the last part is getting derivative of the angle itself, which is equal to quarter. So derivative of sine quarter x, sine will be cosine, quarter x remain as it is, and derivative of the angle, which is 1 over 4x, it will be 1 over 4. Now, what about derivative of cosine? As example, if y equal cosine 3x, and we want to get its derivative. As we said, y will be dy over dx. What about derivative of cosine? We said before that derivative of sine is cosine. What about cosine? Cosine will be negative sine. So derivative of cosine is negative sine. The angle remain as it is, which is 3x. And now we are going to get the derivative of the angle, which will be 3. So derivative of cosine 3x will be negative 3 sine 3x. Other example, if y equal cosine x over 3 plus cosine pi over 3. Alright, we are going to make some change a little. Y equal cosine x over 3 is the same as cosine third x plus. What's the meaning of pi? We have taken before that pi mean 180. So 180 over 3 mean 60. And cosine 60 means half. So we want to get derivative of cosine 1 over 3x plus half. Okay? The derivative will be dy over dx. Cosine, we said it will be negative sine. The angle will remain as it is, which is 1 over 3x. And the derivative of the angle will be 1 over 3. Now we are going to make derivative of half. What is derivative of half? We said before, any number, any constant, its derivative will be what? 0. So we shouldn't write 0. So it will be negative 1 over 3 sine 1 over 3x. The last kind of derivative of trigonometric function is tan. We took that sine will be cosine. Cosine will be negative sine. What about tan? If y equal tan, okay, tan 3x, and we want to get its derivative. The derivative of tan will be dy over dx equal, the derivative of tan will be sec power 2, sec power 2, okay? So, derivative of tan is sec power 2, angle remain as it is, as we said before many times, and derivative of angle will be what? 3. So derivative of tan 3x will be sec power 2, 3x, and derivative of the angle, which is equal to 3, written before it. Okay, let's make it more advanced. If y equal tan 2x plus sine 3x, okay, I want to get derivative of two functions together, tan and sine. So it will be dy over dx equal to, what is derivative of tan? Sec square. And angle remain as it is. And derivative of angle is what? Is 2. so it will be written before it. Plus, what is derivative of sine? Cosine. Angle remain as it is, and derivative of the angle, which will be 3, is written here. Let's take more example. If I say y equal sine power 2 to x plus 1. We want to get derivative of y equals sine power 2 to x plus 1. What's the meaning of sine power 2 to x plus 1? It means sine to x plus 1 times sine to x plus 1. So I can write it by other method. Y equal sine to x plus 1 all to the power 2. So sine squared to x plus 1 means sine to x plus 1 times sine to x plus 1, or sine to x plus 1 all to the power what? 2. Now we want to get derivative. We are going to get derivative of what? Bracket power 2. And we have taken before, in order to get derivative of bracket power 2, the power go down, which is 2. The bracket will be written as it is, which is sine to x plus 1. And the power will be decreased by 1, so it will be 1. Now derivative, what's inside the bracket? What's derivative of sine? Cosine. Angle remain as it is, which is 2x plus 1. And derivative of angle, which will be what? 2. So this is the derivative. I can write it in other method. 2 times 2 will be 4. Bracket sine to x plus 1 power. All of this power 1. So I shouldn't write power 1. And cosine 2x plus 1. Another example. If I say y equal sine 3x plus 1 power 2. What's the difference between the two examples? Here the power on the angle, but here the power on the sine to x plus 1 itself. So in order to get the derivative here, it will be dy over dx. Sine anything. I don't care about this thing. I care about sine. What's derivative of sine? Derivative of sine is cosine. Leave the angle as it is, which is 3x plus 1 power 2. And now you are going to get derivative of angle itself. If I look to the angle, it will be 3x plus 1 all power 2. I want to get derivative of 3x plus 1 all to the power 2. So bracket power 2, its derivative will be the power go down, and I should write the bracket as it is, which is 3x plus 1, and the power will be decreased by 1, so it will be 1. And the last thing, derivative of angle itself, which will be what? 3. I write it another method. This, I don't like this method. 2 times 3 will be what? 6. And the bracket 3x plus 1 as it is, and cosine 3x plus 1 all to the power 2.